Hi, Gemini. Hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, my friends. How are you doing? Just so that you know, I'm going through yet another ascension, so my energies are kind of, they're good to do the readings, but I'm tired, and you probably will sense it in the energies. But again, that doesn't mean I can't do your reading. All right, Gemini, what I was getting for you is twins, obviously. Then I was getting the twins. And I'm like, what is that? Because I know that there is a dance duo, like they are actually twins and they're performing together for Beyonce, as far as I know, and others too. So dancing. Then the topic of twin flames came up for you too. And there's another couple that's called Brenda and Brandon, I think. And they're dancing together as well. So you may be a dancer yourself or maybe called into that subject matter like a lot more. It's extremely liberating when we're dancing. But in this case, these two people came together to have a mission of sorts, right? To show something. For example, in Brenda and Brandon's case, it's to really display the love between divine feminine and divine masculine and to express that in dancing form. It's beautiful to watch. So there's something about double mission that I can pick up here for you. Let's have a look. We're going to have a look at your situation, the higher view over the situation, and what you can do to help yourselves. There may be something in the Aries reading for you too, because it had a clear separation line between divine feminine and divine masculine, so it could be interesting for you to watch. What do we have for Gemini? This one, no. One, yes. So you have the Eight of Wands, which is extremely fast movement, which is also one thing that sparks another, that then sparks so many others. And this is so interesting because it has to do with action, right? So, and this is exactly what I was picking up with the twins and with the explanation I just gave. It's like one soul that sparks another, or these two spark each other, and then they inspire and spark a whole myriad of other people who then again, like this waterfall kind of action, who then again, inspire and spark others. So it's like this huge effect. And what they're showing me now is like how light workers or huge lights around the earth are being sparked like one by the other in a cesspool of darkness is what they're giving me. And, to really radiate and light up your corner of the world, which also means not playing into the false beliefs that are, floating around. And there must be like a strong mindset in that direction for you, Gemini, and your sign is connected to, the communicating. But this is on a different level, a different art form of communicating. And for those of you that are new, I'm strongly tapping myself into your energies. So what's coming through here is a certain mindset, a certain set of beliefs that is attributed to either one of you that is listening here. Maori could play a role here, warrior style, and that firm belief in something, that firm knowledge, firm values in something that is different to the mainstream, I want to say. And you only light up your corner of the world by really stepping into your authenticity, by really no longer being attached to what other people think or feel. Not in the sense of hurting them, but in the sense of really like being with yourself, like really believing in your own set of values that you've carved out throughout your lifetime, or throughout lifetimes, I want to say here, Gemini. And these readings are for those that seek personal and spiritual development, just so you know. So, yeah, you'll see. This one, no. This one, no. This one, no. This one, yes. It looks like you're successfully closing out a cycle here with the World card. And fast, too. Sacred geometry does play a role here, and we have that everywhere. Like that can be divine downloads that you're receiving in geometric form patterns. It was interesting because they were talking about the art of communication, right? And I'm feeling this increased energy. I feel like I want to talk extremely fast, and I'm trying to hold myself back a little bit because it's so hard to follow what a person says when they speak so fast and when there's so much information packed into one thing. So this could be, a note to you in case that's what you're doing. And in case we're talking about you're going to be speaking in front of people, speak more slowly and choose your words wisely, rather a little bit less than more, so that people can follow and receive the message well. Because if we're talking about downloads that you are receiving, or if you've ever had it that you feel like you're channeling, or that information you're pulling right now is not really coming from you, but it's coming from source energy, that's what I feel here too, then that's a really good thing. But it's, what do I want to say here with this? It's the art of communicating, you know, of translating what you have heard, what you have seen, what you've experienced and felt in those higher states of consciousness, and bringing them about in a way that others can understand and hear and see and sense and feel. This is amazing, right? Because you seem to do have that that down here, or stepping into that more and more. I'm getting a strong leader type energy here, a strong speaker again. So you could indeed be a speaker or step into that role in some form or capacity. But I'm seeing someone on a podium specifically, you know, speaking to the crowd. And this is interesting. I'm being given, you know, JFK, Martin Luther King, really great speakers that really wanted to evoke change in this world, and that chose their words so tremendously wise. Maybe you could look into how they gave their speeches here. This could be rather specific, but it's still coming through that way. So I'm going to roll with it and, you know, deliver the message to you. Or maybe that's what you have been doing, or you have been intrigued with this historic figures and lights. What else for Gemini, please? This one, no. This one, yes. This one, no. Yeah, of course. It's funny, you would think that death would come before the world, which it actually does. Death and rebirth. This is talking about the rebirth here, of course, because you're completed. You have completed one cycle here, Gemini, and hence the rebirth comes after. Yes, of course, because one thing needs to be completed, so that's done, and now the new thing is starting. It's just interesting that it would start with this particular card and not with an ace. That's interesting. Why is that? Let's find out. Let's see more of this one. No. Oh, it's the emptying. It's the void. You know, the void that wants to be filled. There was something in the Taurus reading as well about that, about the, how did they express it? It was very interesting, about the void, the fullness of the void. And that's kind of like the feeling that I'm getting here too, because after we complete something, then there can be a process of floating around and trying to find the new, or, you know, what I'm really seeing is, if you've ever watched dust particle floating around, like in the sunlight, it's kind of like that state that they're showing me that you will be in, or that you are in, depending on where you are on your journey, where it's just like, yeah, let's just, don't rush it, I want to say. Stay in this beautiful state and enjoy what wants to happen in this void state. Because every step in your journey is an important one, is one that is worthy of your attention. It's not just, you know, I've completed it, awesome, great. It's about the whole journey and enjoying, learning to enjoy every single step of it. That's what I want to say here, which is beautiful. Like when we learn how to enjoy a heartbreak, let's say, or find the enjoyable parts of a heartbreak too, when we step more into the observer role, then that's an amazing thing, because life will lose its hardness in a sense, and it will just make so much more sense in general, like everything will. So enjoy the voidness, because it will fill up again, and it's up to you how you want to fill it, I want to say here too. So that's why it's also important, you know, because as you enjoy that void state, it already fills with enjoyment, with that happiness, with that, oh, I love the peace that can be found here. It's really something. No more cards here. Just this one, yeah. And we're going to pull one more guardian angel card here for you, my dear Geminis. This one, yes. This one, no. Immediately, I didn't see it. I was like, let's keep shuffling. I didn't see that one. Peace just popped out. So calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Exactly. That's so funny. Feel the ebb and flow of love. The eternal movement of the stars is exactly that. That's that void space. If you're interested in Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, there's lots of meditations that are talking about the void. If you put in box meditation along with Dr. Joe Dispenza on YouTube, there'll be a bunch of them that show up that I highly recommend. And where you are in the void and where you then are filling that void with stuff that you want, like quite purposefully, quite consciously, right? Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, Gemini, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. I definitely feel there's something that wants to come. I don't know in what order yet, and this is really fitting for the energies of your reading because you know that there will be more to come. You just may not quite know which direction it will go in, and we'll try to inquire more and what you can do to help yourself. I'll pull oracle cards over on Patreon if you're interested to follow. Link is down below in the description box as well as the comment section. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for leaving a like, for sharing the video, for watching the video, and yeah, I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow. I'll see you next time or over on Patreon. Bye, my friends. Bye.